The path to landing an IT job often includes navigating through challenging interviews. This video will guide you through the top IT interview questions, arming you with the right responses to impress your future employers. 1. What programming languages are you proficient in? As an IT professional, I have diversified my skills in various programming languages. Firstly, I am proficient in Python, which I have used for tasks such as data analysis and automation. I have also worked extensively with Java, particularly for back-end development. My experience with JavaScript and its frameworks like React and Node.js have been crucial in front-end development. Additionally, I have a solid understanding of SQL for database management and C++ for system-level programming. I believe these languages have provided me with a comprehensive skill set to handle various software development tasks. 2. Explain the difference between object-oriented programming and functional programming. Object-oriented programming, OOP, and functional programming, FP, are distinctive paradigm overalls of software development. OOP models the real world as objects having states and behaviors. FP, on the other hand, emphasizes on the evaluation of mathematical functions and avoids changing state and mutable data. OOP is best for applications with large codebases or complex software infrastructure. FP is great for tasks that require concurrent processing, for systems that have less shared state, and for tasks that need to be executed in a parallel manner. In OOP, data and functions are bundled as objects, whereas in FP, functions and data are separate. OOP emphasizes on the state of objects and change, whereas FP emphasizes on the immutability of data and states. It is important to understand both paradigms as they provide different approaches to solve problems, and often, a combination of both can be used to develop software applications. 3. What is your experience with cloud computing platforms like AWS or Azure? In my previous role as an IT manager, I had the opportunity to work extensively with both AWS and Azure. I have utilized AWS for serverless computing with Lambda and S3 for simple storage. On the other hand, Azure has been instrumental for integrating my developments with other Microsoft products. I have experience in managing virtual machines, databases, and AI services on these platforms. My experience spans deploying applications, managing databases, and ensuring security compliance. I have also been responsible for troubleshooting and resolving cloud-related issues. I believe my hands-on experience with these platforms has equipped me with the skills to efficiently manage any cloud-related tasks. 4. How do you stay updated on latest IT trends and technologies? Staying updated with the latest IT trends and technologies is essential as an IT professional. I follow a variety of strategies to keep myself abreast of the latest developments in the field. Firstly, I subscribe to various IT and technology-related newsletters like TechCrunch and Wired, which provide daily updates about any significant advancements or changes in the field. Secondly, I am an active member of several online forums and communities like Stack Overflow and GitHub, where I interact with other industry professionals and participate in discussions. This helps me gain insights from different perspectives and also exposes me to new concepts and approaches. Additionally, I regularly attend webinars, workshops, and conferences related to IT. This not only helps me learn about new trends and technologies but also provides opportunities for networking with other professionals and experts in the field. Lastly, I make it a point to learn and experiment with new tools and technologies as they emerge. Overall, these strategies help me stay updated and continuously improve my skills and knowledge in the IT field. 5. Describe your experience with database management systems. I have amassed substantial experience in database management systems throughout my career in IT. I have worked extensively with SQL-based systems such as MySQL and PostgreSQL. Additionally, I have hands-on experience with non-relational databases like MongoDB. One of my key responsibilities in my previous role was optimizing database performance. I implemented indexing strategies to make data retrieval more efficient, thus reducing system load. Also, I created stored procedures to automate repetitive tasks, enhancing productivity. I have a deep understanding of database normalization and denormalization, and I am adept at choosing the appropriate approach based on the use case. Lastly, I have also been responsible for database backup and recovery, ensuring data integrity and availability. 6. Walk me through your troubleshooting process when faced with a technical issue. When faced with a technical issue, my initial step involves understanding the problem by gathering as much information as possible from the user or from the system's error messages. I then try to recreate the issue, as doing so often provides valuable insights into the problem's cause. Next, I use this information to perform research, utilizing both internal resources and online communities, to help identify potential solutions. After identifying a potential fix, I test this in a controlled environment to ensure that it does not create additional issues. Once I'm confident that I have found a viable solution, I implement it and monitor the situation to confirm that the problem has been resolved. If the issue persists, I revisit my research and testing, refining my approach based on what I've learned. Throughout this process, I document each step so that I have a record of what was done. This can be invaluable for future troubleshooting efforts, particularly if similar issues arise. Finally, I communicate with the user to ensure that they are satisfied with the solution and that their system is functioning as expected. 7. Tell me about a challenging IT project you worked on and how you overcame obstacles. One challenging IT project that I encountered involved migrating a company's data from an outdated system to a new one, while ensuring minimal downtime for the users. The project was critical as the old system was no longer efficient, and the new system promised to be much more beneficial in the long run. However, the challenge was that the old and new systems were not compatible, making the migration complex. This required careful planning and execution to avoid loss of data. I approached the task by first mapping out the differences between the two systems, and then identifying potential problems that could arise during the migration. I then developed a detailed plan that outlined each step of the migration process, and ensured each team member was aware of their responsibilities. Time management was also a crucial part of this project, as we had to minimize the downtime for the users. During the project, we faced several unexpected issues that could have delayed the migration. However, by maintaining a flexible approach and quickly coming up with alternative solutions, we were able to overcome these obstacles. The project was successfully completed within the deadline, and the new system was implemented without any major hiccups. This experience taught me the importance of meticulous planning, teamwork, and problem-solving in IT projects. 8. How would you explain a complex technical concept to a non-technical person? When explaining a complex technical concept to someone without a technical background, I focus on simplifying the concept and relating it to everyday experiences that they can easily understand. For instance, explaining cloud computing, I would compare it to storing files in a physical filing cabinet versus a virtual filing cabinet accessible from anywhere. The key is to break down the complex concept into simple, digestible parts, and use visuals or metaphors if possible. Patience and active listening are also crucial to ensure the person understands the concept and to address any questions or areas of confusion they may have. 9. What steps would you take to improve the security of company's network? In order to enhance network security, my initial step is to conduct a comprehensive audit to identify potential vulnerabilities. Based on the audit findings, I would then update or patch any outdated software and hardware. Implementing a strong password policy and two-factor authentication would be my next move. I would also consider installing a reputable firewall and an intrusion detection system to monitor any suspicious activities. Regular staff training on security best practices and phishing awareness is also crucial. Lastly, I would ensure that regular backups and disaster recovery plans are in place. 10. How do you prioritize tasks when working on multiple projects simultaneously? I typically prioritize tasks based on their urgency and importance. First, I identify tasks that are urgent and important, and work on them immediately. Tasks that are important but not urgent are scheduled for completion at a later time. For tasks that are urgent but not important, I try to delegate them to other team members. Finally, tasks that are neither urgent nor important are set aside to be done when there's extra time. In addition, I also take into consideration the dependencies between tasks. For instance, if a task cannot be started until another one is finished, I make sure to start the dependent task as soon as possible. I also use project management tools and techniques to effectively manage my time and resources. For example, I use Gantt charts to visualize task schedules and dependencies, which helps me to stay organized and keep track of progress. Lastly, I believe in the importance of flexibility when it comes to task management. Despite careful planning, unexpected issues can arise. In such cases, I reassess my priorities and adjust my plan accordingly. I also communicate any changes to all relevant parties to ensure a smooth execution of tasks and projects. 11. Describe a situation where you had to collaborate with a difficult team member. I recall working on a critical project that was running behind schedule due to the inefficiency of one team member. This individual was not very receptive to feedback, which made collaboration challenging. However, I realized it was crucial for me to maintain a harmonious relationship with this individual for the sake of the project. I approached the situation by first trying to understand this person's point of view and the reasons behind their behavior. I used open-ended questions during our conversations to encourage them to share more about their thoughts and feelings. This initiative helped me gain some insight and allowed me to communicate my concerns in a way that they would understand and accept. Finding common ground was also important, so I made efforts to identify shared goals and interests. This strategy helped to improve our communication and collaboration, and as a result, we were able to get the project back on track. I believe that empathy and understanding are key when dealing with challenging team members. 12. How do you ensure effective communication between IT other departments? Understanding the importance of communication, I work to create clear and concise lines of communication between the IT department and other areas of the business. I use layman's terms and avoid technical jargon when discussing IT issues with non-technical staff. Regular meetings are scheduled to keep all departments updated on IT-related issues and advancements. Also, I use email updates and bulletins for urgent or important information. This open and ongoing communication helps everyone stay informed and feel more involved in IT processes. This approach has been successful in promoting collaboration and understanding among different departments. 13. Tell me about a time when you had to present technical information to stakeholders. I recall a project where we had to upgrade our company's server infrastructure. The team and I prepared a detailed report and presentation on the need for the upgrade, the process involved, potential downtime, and expected outcomes. The audience was comprised of people from different departments, many of whom had minimal technical knowledge. I used simple language and real-life analogies to explain complex technical aspects. For instance, I compared our outdated servers to an old car that was costly and inefficient to maintain. This approach helped the stakeholders understand the importance of the upgrade. Feedback from the stakeholders was positive. They appreciated the clear communication and felt more engaged in the IT processes. 14. How do you handle disagreements with colleagues over technical decisions? In my line of work, disagreements over technical decisions are not uncommon. My approach is to always maintain an open mind and listen to the perspectives of my colleagues. I believe that everyone has unique insights and their input could provide a solution that I might not have considered. If a disagreement arises, I first try to understand their viewpoint thoroughly. Then, I present my own thoughts and why I think it can be beneficial for the project. It's all about a healthy and professional discussion instead of trying to impose one's own ideas. But if the disagreement persists, I think it's important to involve a third party like our supervisor or a team lead. In the end, the goal is to make decisions that are best for the project and the team. I believe that disagreements, when handled professionally, can lead to innovative solutions and better decision-making. It also promotes a culture of transparency and respect in the team. Lastly, once a decision is finalized, irrespective of whose idea it was, I ensure to support it wholeheartedly for the success of the project and for maintaining a healthy team environment. 15. What strategies do you use to maintain a positive relationship with end users? My approach to maintaining positive relationships with end users involves three main components: empathy, communication, and continuous improvement. I always strive to put myself in the user's shoes, understand their needs and concerns, and address them in the most effective way possible. I believe that clear and consistent communication is key to managing user expectations and building trust. I make it a point to keep users informed about any changes, issues, or updates that may affect them. Lastly, I always seek feedback from users to improve our services. By understanding their experiences and suggestions, we can make necessary adjustments that enhance their satisfaction and overall experience. 16. How would you respond to a critical system failure during non-business hours? My response to such an incident would be immediate, regardless of the time. The first step would be to identify the extent and impact of the system failure. Next, I would attempt to locate the root cause, using any available system logs or monitoring tools. If a quick solution is not immediately apparent, I would work on minimizing the impact on the business, which might involve implementing temporary workarounds or reverting to a previous system state. Simultaneously, I would ensure that stakeholders are kept informed about the situation, including the expected duration of the outage and any potential repercussions. After resolving the issue, I would conduct a thorough postmortem to understand why the failure occurred and to develop strategies to prevent a similar occurrence in the future. This could involve updating system documentation, enhancing monitoring and alerting systems, and improving incident response protocols. 17. How do you keep your technical skills up to date? My technical skills are kept up to date by regularly engaging with various learning platforms and resources available online. Online courses are particularly useful for learning new concepts, while webinars and tech talks provide insights into the latest industry trends and advances. Participating in coding challenges and contributing to open-source projects also helps to hone my skills and stay abreast of new developments. I make it a point to read tech blogs and articles daily, and I am part of several professional networks where I can connect with peers and learn from their experiences and expertise. Aside from that, I regularly attend industry conferences and workshops, which are great opportunities to learn about new tools and technologies, and to network with other professionals in the field. Lastly, I believe that continuous learning and improvement is a key part of being a successful IT professional, and I am always looking for ways to expand my knowledge and skill set. 18. Where do you see yourself in the IT field 5 years from now? I envision myself growing professionally and personally in the IT field. In 5 years, I aspire to be in a leadership position where I can influence decisions and contribute more effectively to the organization's strategic goals. I am always eager to learn new technologies and intend to be more adept at disruptive technologies such as artificial intelligence, blockchain, and machine learning. I also plan on attaining additional certifications relevant to my role in the IT industry. I believe in continuous improvement and I'm excited to see where this path takes me in the next 5 years. 19. What motivated you to pursue career in IT? As an individual with a keen interest in technology, I have been fascinated by how it shapes our lives and creates endless possibilities. This fascination is what drove me to pursue a degree in computer science and continue to pursue a career in IT. The dynamic and ever-changing nature of this field keeps me constantly learning and growing. The joy of problem solving, especially when it comes to finding solutions that can make a tangible difference in people's lives, is incredibly satisfying. The field of IT offers a vast array of opportunities to explore different technologies and platforms, and I am excited and motivated by the endless learning opportunities it provides. I also enjoy the challenge of staying ahead of the rapidly evolving technology landscape. 20. Describe a recent IT-related book or article you've read and what you learned from it. My recent read was Clean Code, A Handbook of Agile Software Craftsmanship, by Robert C. Martin. This book provided crucial insights into the art of writing clean and efficient code. It emphasized the importance of using meaningful names for variables, functions, classes, etc., to enhance code readability. It also advocated for smaller, more focused functions and the use of comments only when necessary. The book stressed the significance of unit testing and test-driven development, TDD, as practices that ensure code reliability. It made me more aware of the importance of writing maintainable code and has directly influenced how I approach coding. It has been an invaluable resource in my journey to become a better programmer. By rigorously preparing with these questions, you will undoubtedly feel more confident and ready to impress your future employers. Please, if you found this video helpful, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more informative and helpful content like this. Your support allows us to continue creating valuable resources for your career advancement. Thank you for watching.